You're watching the India Today Group C Voter Mood of the Nation opinion poll. I want to now present to you the big takeaways from this Mood of the Nation opinion poll. Takeaway number one, the Congress is hurtling towards its all-time lowest tally in Lok Sabha elections. Their figure could come down to double digits for the first time. C voters projecting that they will pick up 91 seats only. A Modi surge is being witnessed across the Hindi heartland that is pushing the BJP towards the psychologically crucial mark of 200. They haven't hit the figure of 200 yet, but that's the direction in which the BJP juggernaut is heading. There is a new belt emerging across central India where the Congress is being decimated in quite the same way that the party was being decimated in the 1977 post-emergency Lok Sabha elections. Jayalalitha, Mayawati and Mamata Banerjee are emerging as the three most important regional players who will determine whether or not Modi is able to form the next government or not. The other crucial players are Naveen Patnaik, Jagan Mohan Reddy and K. Chandrasekhar Rao. They will also hold the levers of power because they're the ones who can join from within the NDA. They'll play a crucial role. The left front numbers are going up marginally, but this is nowhere close to the 2004 performance. The left is not an idea of the past. They're still holding on in Bengal and they're gaining in Kerala. If more regional parties gravitate towards the NDA before the polls, BJP figures could go up even further. If they're able to ally with parties like the TDP, which is likely to happen, if they're able to bring Babulal Marandi in, which hasn't happened yet but could happen, if they're able to bring the AGP in Assam, if they're able to bring the INLD, which wants to come as part of the NDA in Haryana but hasn't happened yet, then the tally for the BJP could go up even further. Eventually, it will be Uttar Pradesh, which decides whether or not Modi and the BJP crosses the 200 mark. Currently, C Voter predicts that they will pick up 30 seats. Whether they'll cross 200 will depend on what ultimately happens in Uttar Pradesh. The electoral logic is, as you increase your voting percentage, the seat percentage increases disproportionately. So that could still happen in Uttar Pradesh. The Congress can now salvage the situation only through tactical alliances with parties like Lalu Prasad's party, like Paswan's party, like YSR, like the TRS and the DMDK. That's the only real hope the Congress has in these Lok Sabha elections. If it doesn't tie up with Lalu in Bihar, it's finished. It needs to find alliance partners regardless of what Rahul Gandhi thinks. Among Mayawati, Mamata and Jayalalitha, Modi needs at least two of these ladies to be able to form the next government, either completely on board within the alliance or supporting from the outside. He needs two out of these three big regional players to be able to form the next government. The Congress strategy of thinking that the Aam Aadmi Party could be a national counter and could hold back Modi's national aspirations is having a very limited impact. The Aam Aadmi Party picking up 8% of the vote share nationally and 10 seats. Not enough in any way to halt Narendra Modi's bandwagons. Kejriwal's gains are restricted to areas around Delhi in the national capital region and a few metros, a few regions in Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore. That's where Kejriwal's vote is restricted to. He hasn't been able to permeate beyond that. I want to go across first to Ashutosh. Ashutosh, the idea of the Aam Aadmi Party, which everyone's been speaking about over the last several weeks, has been on TV screens a lot, has been in newspapers a lot, but isn't reflected in this opinion poll, and that's the reality the numbers are reflecting.
See, Rahul, I couldn't hear you properly, so I don't know. But let me try to answer your questions. You have said that the opinion poll has given 8% vote to Aam Aadmi Party.
Yes.
I want to remind you that in the month of September, when the first opinion poll came in, AAP was given just 10% poll. The second poll gave AAP 18%, and then it jumped to 25 to 27, and finally it jumped to 34. And then only a week before, everybody realized that how serious and significant player AAP has become in Delhi elections. I think right now, even if just 3 months before the elections, when the election campaign has not even begun, and when the candidate has not been selected, and even now, if you're giving us 8%, this gives us a lot of hope that with every week, every month, AAP is going to improve. And if it improves tremendously, even if it reaches to 18% at 20%, it is going to challenge the major established political parties, and it is going to create major headache to these political parties. And I take the example of Delhi for a simple reason, because BJP might be very, very gung-ho right now with the opinion poll, but the fact is wherever, because I feel the Congress is highly discredited, people are looking for an alternative, and wherever they find a better alternative than BJP, they had given support to Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, because people were looking for a better alternative, and for them, BJP is a majburi ka vikalp. That's what I call it. Because in Delhi, they lost 2% in comparison to their last assembly elections. So I'll request all of you, before jumping to the conclusion that AAP is not going to make a major difference, wait for another month, another week, and you will realize that our percentage of votes will go up and up and up, and it is going to create major problem for the BJP in their ambition to form the government at the center.
In case our viewers are wondering why there is no Congress spokesperson on this broadcast, that's not because we didn't approach the party and request Ajay Makan's office to depute Congress spokespersons to come, but that's because the party believes that they don't want to participate in opinion polls, and that, Veer Sanghvi, I think is really unfair. You can disagree.
It's also sensible. Yeah? What are the Congress guys going to say?
No, but they didn't have a problem when the Karnataka opinion poll showed them forming the government. No, but you have to have some sort of a fixed position. Ideologically, it can't be.
Morally, yes. Pragmatically, no.
No, but that's really unfair, because then
politics.
Opinion polls, which the Congress itself is obsessed by, and Rahul Gandhi gets several done, he doesn't want people to come out and discuss those. Don't you think that's completely unfair?
I've often wondered about that. People say they get several opinion polls done. If they've been getting these opinion polls done, then why have they been sleeping all this while?
Well, they've woken up now.
Well, it's too late, isn't it? Didn't they realize it was all slipping away? This is not new. It's been happening over the last year. Ever since Rahul Gandhi became vice president, every month the Congress has sunk lower and lower, yet he's done nothing. Sonia Gandhi's done nothing to Manmohan Singh, and Manmohan Singh has stayed asleep.
One of the things Ravi Shankar Prasad, this poll shows, is that if the BJP were to tie up with Chautala in Haryana, he's a convicted leader in jail, the party would do better. If you were to tie up with Babulal Marandi in Jharkhand, the party would do better. If you tie up with Asham Gana Parishad in Assam, the NDA would do better. If you tie up with TDP, again the NDA would do better, and the BJP's overall tally would go up. Will we see more alliances being stitched, the BJP being pragmatic, even at the cost of bringing back tainted leaders like Yedurappa? Is an alliance with Chautala in Haryana in the offing, because it could push up the BJP's numbers, Mr. Prasad?
Now, at least you don't make alliances in your studio, Rahul.
I'm asking questions, sir.
At least spare us that situation. First, let me reply to Mr. Asutosh's exuberance. Does he forget that BJP is still the biggest party in Delhi with 32 seats? We did not form a government upon the clutches of corrupt Congress, which they were castigating throughout the day. Yes, they have made a good showing. I compliment that. But what kind of arrogance is this? If they have got the courage to halt the BJP, then it only reinforces our apprehension there is some sort of fixed match between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party, because Congress Party cannot fight BJP Narendra Modi directly or indirectly. Therefore, Aam Aadmi Party is their front. It only reinforces that, what I have heard. But at least 8% vote are there. Learn to develop your party, do hard work instead of claiming so hyperbole about your assurance that you are only going to stop BJP or change the country. The people of the country will vote or not vote. At least trust that ability of the people of the country.
Okay, what I want...
The second issue now, which you have talked about. Now, the second issue which I have said, surely BJP's strength is going to rise all the more. Our motto is 272 plus. And this journey is not unattainable, is being reinforced by the periodic survey of...
No, but let me ask you a direct question. Are you prepared to tie up with the convicted leader like Chautala in Haryana, because it could push up your tally from 6 maybe to 8 or 9? Are you prepared to make that sacrifice?